Welcome back. And today, Coach in the Class's topic is how we can transform our classrooms using AI to supercharge our lessons, particularly the writing process. I'm Helen, and I'd like to share ways that I make learning fun.
Hi, and I'm Robin, and I love infusing the classroom with digital tools to bridge the learning gap. So let's dive straight in. We're going to be unpacking some of our new favorite author, Holly Clark's AI-infused classroom ideas. And today we're focusing on ways to infuse the writing process with AI tools and how that's relevant to our South African context.
And the first thing we're going to dive into is some brainstorming, which everyone's using. It's an easy way to create interactive engagement with your children. And particularly if your children are struggling with generating ideas,
Yes.
pop a prompt into ChatGPT, something like suggest 10 ways that we could conserve water or we could deal with water shortage in rural areas in South Africa. ChatGPT will generate those 10 ideas. You then discuss them, decide which ones you like, which ones you think aren't really relevant, build upon them, piggyback, and what a wonderful way to get the juices flowing.
Excellent. And once you've got all those ideas generated, often kids struggle how to organize them. So we can use tools like MindMeister, who they have an AI aspect to them, to organize them logically and teach children how to do an introduction, main ideas in paragraphs, and a conclusion.
Absolutely. So it's this idea of helping children to get the sentence level grammatically correct.
Exactly.
Often the opposite, so not brainstorming, they've got the brilliant ideas, but they struggle with the language. So either way, it's going to help them. And so programs like Quillbot and Grammarly, who goes without Grammarly these days?
Well, it's obvious who goes without Grammarly.
Yes, unfortunately, clearly not us. And it's going to suggest how to rephrase something, how to respell something. It's learning while doing.
And speaking of feedback, I think what happens often is that our students with language barriers or with learning difficulties get their writing back, and it's a bloodbath. And it's disheartening and discouraging. And I think if we've got instant feedback and correction for those kids so that they can improve what they're handing in the first place and get a better mark or feedback back from the teacher, it improves their morale and how they feel about writing, but it also teaches them how to write.
So this is life-saving for teachers because marking is overwhelming. There's nobody who loves taking home 30 essays. I know that, okay? And now what AI can do is instantly auto-correct that for you as the student, highlight your errors, show you your grammar errors, suggest how to rephrase something, and so it's instant feedback.
And the focus is on the communication then and not the technicalities. And speaking of feedback, Holly Clark also emphasizes AI's role in peer review. We often ask kids to give peer review to somebody.
And peer review is about engaging, interactive classroom involvement, not teacher delivering.
Exactly. And often kids just say it's fine, but because they don't know what to do. So a paragraph into AI, and they can ask a question like, what are 2 strengths and an area for improvement on this piece of writing? Give that to their peer and in a way teach them how to do peer reviews.
Absolutely. So a program like Hemingway would automatically highlight any complex sentences that were a bit jumbled. It would give instant feedback to 30 students all at the same time.
Amazing.
No teacher can compete with that. And that old-fashioned concept of getting your essay red-lined and then doing corrections just never worked off the bat. Okay, it was after the process. Whereas this with AI is during the process. Exactly. It's interactive. It's now.
And what about Google Translate? I mean, that's also a game changer, especially in a country where we have
11 languages.
So many different languages. And often children are learning languages that they don't hear or speak. So it can also help them if they draft their first ideas in their home language, feed it through Google Translate, get something back that they can work from then.
Also, particularly for Xhosa orals or Afrikaans orals, depending on where you are. Okay?
Exactly.
And also there are tools for helping to scaffold your ideas. So if you've got all the ideas, but you can't put it into introduction, middle, and conclusion, it's going to help you scaffold it. It's going to help you critically evaluate all the ideas that it gave you. It's going to make you synthesize elements that were offered, chuck out other elements, piggyback, extend on the ideas. And this is where creative and critical thinking is instrumental and linked to AI, because it's the process of writing that's important.
Yes, not
Not
the
the end product.
Exactly that. Well said, Helen. And of course, for teachers that are always budget conscious, a lot of these tools are free and
Absolutely.
very powerful.
So please let us know about any AI tools that you've tried, any challenges that you've had, and any successes in the comments.
Fantastic. And don't forget to like, share our videos and chats with your friends and other teachers. Follow us, and don't forget to keep